Hello and welcome to everyone. This is probably the last prediction for the upcoming Saturday event. This is Kyler Phillips versus Cameron Else. And Kyler Phillips, well, as much as I know, he was slated to fight a different opponent, but as much as I know, some last minute changes happened, and I can't guarantee whether it's true or not, but that's how I heard. I hope it's true. Anyway, let's focus. Let's focus on this fight, and you know that Kyler Phillips squares off against UFC debutant Cameron Else as new opponent for October 3 event. And let's first talk about UK-based fighter Cameron Else, known under the nickname Kimchida. Kimchida is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo fighter, 5'8", 29 years of age, and to be honest, he has these 4 losses, but technically he was losing to big names. For example, Spencer Hewitt is a very, very dangerous fighter, but people don't know that he has victories over some very notable names, like, for example, Paddy Pimblett is a very tough opponent, then Jay Butler, also Thomas Terjman, Tom Major. These are all good names. Hayden James, Brave CF, very much good name. And he also had one Bellator outing when he stopped Dylan Tuke after only 20 seconds. So victories in Bellator, victories in such promotions are amazing, and plus his head kick ability is awesome. The guy is kicking expert, Cameron Else, good puncher, good on the ground. So he's more like a stand-up fighter, but the guy is very good on the ground. I mean, people are constantly saying Taekwondo no in the UFC. Well, it's true, but if you combine Taekwondo with other martial arts, it's awesome. It's actually very awesome. And when we talk about Kyler Phillips, he is the former LFA fighter who had kicked and outpunched Temeka Ifekandu, and at UFC debut he outworked Gabriel Silva. He also, when he fought to decision, he was having a hard time against Victor Henry. He also participated at TF 27 season, where he lost to Brett Katona via majority decision. But anyway, he is a good fighter, also very skillful on the ground, very, very skillful. In the stand-up, okay, his kicks are fair, but compared to Cameron Else's kicks, weaker, way weaker. On the other side, Kyler Phillips has good punches. Cameron Else, with punching, he is so-so, but he is good finisher. He knows to finish people, so I can say that his punches are more like tactical. He fights like a tactical, like a master tactician. So Kyler Phillips will be having a hard job here, especially 5'8", both fighters. I think Kyler Phillips is having a very slight reach disadvantage, but you shouldn't be much worried about that. And you should reconsider Cameron Else as a really, really good fighter. He was losing to good names. Damo Viden, also good name, very good name. People believe that Cameron Else hasn't felt UFC yet, and many people believe he is a massive underdog. I kind of disagree. All right, he might be an underdog, might be a slight underdog, but massive, no way. The guy is very, very much good fighter, and in the stand-up, he might make serious problems to Kyler Phillips, especially if the fight remains on a long distance. If you fight from long distance, it's not good when you fight against the Taekwondo guy, and Cameron Else is very good at fighting from long range. Kyler Phillips on the other side, good when he gets close, good in the clinching. On the ground, many people would give advantage to Kyler Phillips. That's kind of questionable. Kyler Phillips is good on the ground, very, very good, especially with leg locks, especially with ground and pound. But Cameron Else is good with submissions. Yes, Kyler should have the advantage because of his better transitions, better wrestling, better ground and pound ability. But don't undermine Cameron Else's skills on the back, Cameron Else's chokes. I mean, when you come from BGG, you are good on the ground. You can't be bad, simply. Anyway, I don't see Cameron Else as a massive underdog. I see this as a very close fight. Anyway, I believe Kyler Phillips' stamina might play a vital role here. because Cameron Else was finishing the majority of his last 6 opponents in round 1. So unless he finishes Kyler Phillips in round 1, I don't say it's not going to happen, but Kyler Phillips is tough. But if Cameron Else doesn't finish him in round 1 or round 2, this might be a big problem for him, because I'm unsure about his stamina and about Kyler Phillips' stamina. I'm sure it's good, very much sure it's good. I've seen against Gabriel Silva. So overall, when we put overall analysis, it's gonna be very, very slight advantage to Kyler Phillips. But anyway, if Cameron Else stops him, don't be surprised. But slight advantage to Kyler Phillips.